What up, YouTube? I'm back. This is crazy. I got a YouTube channel now. Like, this is fun. Alright, cool. So, today, I actually want to talk about being delusional. As an artist, entrepreneur, business owner, small business owner, just starting out, whatever. Like, I feel like people don't talk about, or they probably do, but I don't hear people talk enough about how it's okay to be delusional when you're in our category of work. Like, just like, I don't know. I feel like as an artist, entrepreneur, well, that's why I smoke. But it's like our thoughts and how we like break down information and how we perceive our visions and like how we go about like attacking our daily life, like, it's totally different than like the average person. Like, and I say that because just even like today, like I went through my morning, you feel me? I went to get a dentist appointment, like a little checkup, like a little exam, and then just to like see, what I should be getting up on for real. And I think that's just all the testament of me just getting older, like, and caring about things. Like, it's a point, I feel like, in everybody's life where they just like, you realize that you're an adult. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like 30s, they do that. Like, it's like the 30s make you realize like, it's time to like kick in with full adulting. And I connect that to business because when I started my business, I was only 19 years old. So I was a sophomore at college. So I was definitely still in a not a super childish mindset, but like definitely a high school mindset for sure. Like, even in college, you probably like filter out that high school mindset. Honestly, like a little bit before graduation for real. Like, I don't think society gives us enough like credit or leeway in terms of just like mental development on like what it even means to fully be an adult. So I say all that to say, I went to my dentist appointment today, and it was cool, it was smooth, and I'm self-employed, right? So I don't do the same insurance rates or whatever as people who have, actual jobs, right? Because your job is most likely, if you got benefits, it's covering all of that, right? So I get the prices today for just a cleaning, you know what I'm saying? And they want like $350 to $400 for the cleaning for me personally, because I'm self-employed. Now I'm gonna do it, you feel me? Because I gotta get my shit together. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like okay. So just inventing, to people about it. It's like, well, Jada, why you ain't got insurance? And it's like, bruh, I'm self-employed. Like, it's a little different, you know what I'm saying, for me. So I'm venting to people, obviously, who are not self-employed. But it's just like, okay, to people who are thinking that question, like, damn, Jada, why you ain't got insurance? It's probably in their mind delusional as fuck for me to just be walking around here, like, without insurance or just whatever. And it's just like, okay, to you, that might be a little off kilter, like, but for me, I really do work with God in like every facet of my life, like business, life, my health, like, you feel me, dentist appointments, like God is literally in the room with me. So like, honestly, for real, when they handed me the sheet for the prices, I was like, oh, okay, you feel me? In my mind, it was like nothing. It was like, because I know it's gonna get taken care of. Like, I don't know how today. Like, it's a good thing I ain't have to put nothing on it today, but it was just like, okay, like literally, like I just put it in my pocket, you feel me, went to the car after it was done, and I started talking about it to, the people I'm talking to, and it seemed like it was more of an issue for the person on the phone as opposed, to what it was to me. And, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is usually how I, encounter conversations anyway. Like, when it comes to just like, as a business owner, what I want to do, like ideas that I might have, right? Sometimes the people around you are not all business owners, right? Sometimes the people around you are not all artists. Like, they're not all creative thinkers. So And this might be just because they family, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you ask certain questions or just speak, thoughts, right? It might rub them off on a certain vibration because they thinking how they would handle it in their mind, right? And how they would go about certain situations in their mind if it was them. But you're not really looking for that perspective or answer. But I think what I'm learning personally to tackle that little like thing that is, because it's annoying, but it's not too deep. It's like just a small little annoyance, right? But I think what I'm learning to tackle that is to just simply like keep shit to yourself. Like, because I feel like just as an entrepreneur, like we go through so much in our mental, right, that you want to vent. You feel me? You want to find certain people who understand exactly to a T what you're dealing with. But I think that just takes a little longer to find with our type of lifestyle that we live in. So I say all this to say, it's okay to be delusional, right? Because in a sense, I still don't know how the hell I'm going to pay that dentist bill, but I know that shit going to get done. And I match that to what I'm about to talk about, because I feel like me even starting my brand, just from where I come from, and starting like, my business in general, from where I come from who I'm around, from my city, right? Family, right? Household, just to keep it going down and down. Like, it's pretty delusional. Like, it was pretty delusional for me to have the idea that I had back in 2014 to start a brand, even though it started from a clothing brand. That was delusional. Like, that was like, from where I was at that moment in time, 2014, I'm in college. To people around me, it's supposed to be like, focusing on your major and getting your shit done for school and making sure you graduate on time and doing certain things. And, a clothing brand and a clothing line and pushing a brand in college was not on the schedule for certain people, right? But it was on my schedule. Like, God put that right on my schedule for me to do and for me to, complete and for me to, jump into the world of entrepreneurship. And I feel like just around me at that time, it was not a lot of people like me thinking like how I was in terms of business, entrepreneurship, just artistry, understanding what it's like to hone in on your craft and really like had a time to be in college and like, express that. Like, I think college was the best thing that happened to me for my brand, because I got to like kind of experiment with everybody I was around and use them as like my little mini marketing projects like for my brand, because I was exposed to so much creativity. Because outside of being in college, I was just strictly an athlete, basically in front of people, and behind the scenes I was an artist. So that's not like a lot of my day. Like, basically, like, I was really an artist on the low, and then on the weekends mostly, for real. But college, I got to really fully express that shit. It was like, okay, yeah, I could really dive deep with this, like, photography, videography, going outside, taking pictures and just turning those into graphics, working with friends to do random mixtape covers, planning shows at bars, just like random stuff that I felt like it was just all coming down as like creative downloads. But it was just like, do this, do this, do this, do this, now, like all at the same time. Like, kind of like when you were artist, like literally, like you just, you start your canvas and you got all the colors. Like, you might end up using like maybe a top 3, but you put all the colors out. Or just, like when you clean in your room or something, you might dump all the trash or some shit in one area. Or you about to do some shit with your clothes, you might dump everything out just to clean it all. But you just, as a creative, you gotta dump it out. Like, and I feel like that whole part of the creative process is like deemed upon, like it's frowned upon when it comes to outsiders who don't understand the process of being an artist. So I feel like when the word delusion kicks in, it's really not us being delusional, it's us following the process of being an artist. Because I feel like what we don't get to express enough and what creates the anxiety from being an artist is the fact that we're not the same. like the best part about being an artist is that you're not like anybody else. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, that's not something that makes or should make you feel shy. That's not something that should make you want to be unseen. That's not something that should make you, honestly give a fuck about what anybody think. Like, that part right there, the fact that you're an artist literally just instantly became your superpower. So it's like, okay, from that right there, and I wish I would have cracked this little code earlier, but it's like I'm happy I'm cracking it now. But it's just like, this is why I work with the youth. But in terms of like what people say and the vibrations and shit that like we go through when you're an artist and you just going through your path, and people just start basically like throwing hella bullshit at you because they just don't understand what you're doing. Like, I think for us to navigate that, I think that we allow that to even be okay, because that's a part of the process. Like, an artist is meant to be misunderstood. Like, that's the best part about being an artist, is that I'm not understood by the masses, which means I literally have full creative control and freedom to fuck you up, like, with my artistry and my creativity. Like, I have now all hoes barred to go crazy with the level of capacity of my art because I'm misunderstood. So I think when it comes to like being delusional, I feel like that's why I'm naming this video like, it's okay to be delusional when God is your business partner. Because I feel like as an artist, like, no matter what you believe in, I believe in God. But no matter what you believe in, I feel like as an artist, you stand on like connecting to a higher power. Like, it's a main power source that we get in our creativity from, and it's not coming from like just like no basic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's literally coming from like space and time. Like, I don't know, like the galaxies of nothingness that create the something. You know what I'm saying? And we are the I don't know, the medium point that gets to create the something, right? So I think that power alone is like heaven sent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit that only God can give you. So it's like, that's why I say like we're like, as artists, like the highest receptors or something of like, I don't know, the realms, the spiritual realms or whatever. But I feel like by the time it get down here to the 3D, to the people, when they looking at it, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like what the artist is doing or what the artist might be thinking to do before it's even done, right? It could be perceived as delusion, crazy, out of the box. Like, what are you doing? Like, because it's coming from, to us, a source that they don't get access to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know somebody on this video gonna understand exactly what I'm saying. Like, cause I definitely got inspired to do this little message. But it's like, we not getting the same information from the same source, basically. As an artist and entrepreneur, creative thinker, whatever you want to say, innovator, whatever, our source of information is coming from an entirely different source than the other people on the planet. Like, so I think when certain things like words like delusion and like confusion or like the hesitations of like going forth with your work because of what somebody may think, I literally think all of that shit is a part of the process of being an artist, because it literally, in my opinion, well, for me, I'll just speak for me, it has pushed me to go harder as opposed to like going like under the radar and being like, oh, well, damn, maybe I shouldn't do this because it don't sound like it's being understood, or like, damn, maybe I shouldn't create this shirt because, this person didn't understand the message and then this person got it right away, so I don't know, maybe I should switch it up. Like, I've never been that person to actually care about like, what anybody has thought, and I think that has kept my thoughts a little bit safer. And I've been through some shit, which I will dissect in some of these videos, but I think even with the shit I've been through, I've been able to be a little bit more safer in my thinking to get out of those situations mentally and physically, so that I could, get back to my artistic and creative path. You feel me? Because this is heaven sent. So I feel like, and I swear to God, this all started from a dentist appointment. Like, but I just, it's that thing that happens when artists do something or just think something out loud or like create something, or just live a life, right? Like, we don't live our life regular. Like, I know it's some artists in the world that ain't got no damn insurance. Like, you feel me? Like, and it's because we walk in a certain type of light. It's because we you know, we got the universe. I don't know, that's probably gonna sound crazy, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, we not getting the energy and the messages from the same source. So my walk of life might seem crazy to one that has a 9-to-5 job, has health insurance, has benefits, has childcare. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, has the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of life set up how the society structure set that shit up for you. But for me in my artist life, I fuck around getting insurance when God give me my first million. You know what I'm saying? I fuck around get insurance, healthcare, goddamn, like anything else that I need all at the same time. Fuck around, just walk around paying everybody in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just because God done blessed me with my first 100,000, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm calling all the niggas. I done paid Spectrum for all the properties we got, nigga. I done paid the goddamn Airbnb cleaning lady about 5 times because, you know, I just can, like, because it's certain things that, you know, as an artist, I feel like, whew, until certain shit hit, you feel me, you just can't get to it. And that's life, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely life in certain, you know, situations. But I feel like for artists, for sure, artists and entrepreneurs, like, especially like when you are running the business, like, you literally do forget to pay yourself. And it's not because you don't want to, it's because you can't. Like, it's because certain aspects and parts of the business ain't making enough money for you to pay yourself yet. So it's like, okay, it's the art of finesse. But in that moment and in that, I don't know when the money gonna hit or if it's gonna hit or how I'm gonna get this part of the business to work this way and feed this part of the business so I can feed myself. In that part of the thinking process, that's all a part of the process because God is in that process. Like, I swear to God, like, God is all in that process, making it all work. And it's like the only thing that's gonna keep you in the mode of like making sure you get to the finish line is literally the faith, right? The faith and the delusion that you have that this shit gonna work. Like, whatever it is, whatever your business model is, whatever your product is, whatever your strategy is, it's like when it ain't working, the shit that make it work and keep it working is the faith that you got that it's gonna work. So it's like, I'ma stay delusional, bro. Like, I don't know. I got to. Like, I have to. It's a certain level of delusion that I really do gotta stay at, if that's even a word. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gotta be another word for what I'm saying, because delusion got a little negative connotation to it that I don't even really like to say. But that's the word I'm gonna stick with right now. So it's like, but I gotta keep a certain level of that to, you know, keep my faith at a certain level so I can, like, affirm that I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know, this ain't gonna be no long video. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I was really inspired to come on here and talk about that real quick, because it had me feeling some type of way just for a little second, because I'm like, niggas really think I'm not gonna be cool in my 30s, bro. Like, niggas really think that I'm gonna, like, I don't know, drop the ball on my business and not be able to run my shit how I know I'm be able to run my shit. And it's like, I built this shit. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, and if it's like something that's gonna make somebody feel some type of way, it's cool, bro. Like, God got me. That's something that a lot of people can't really feel and relish in. Like, it's not no sentence for me. God got me so crazy. Like, I wish I could just, like, you know, show you or something. Like, I wish I could just, like, show you God, like, in the bed. Maybe that's what, like, you see the light? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God got me. Like, I don't have to worry, literally. Like, I literally replace worry with worship. Like, that's a mantra in my mind. Like, I replace worry with worship all the time, because it's like, God ain't about to take me to no goddamn dentist office and make me not be able to pay for the shit. Like, nigga, I'm just here for a checkup. Like, by the time I get back, I'll be able to do whatever they ask me to do. Watch. Like, because that's how I talk to God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in terms of business, like, I'm going to be able to land that idea. I'm going to be able to get that check. I'm going to be able to get that signed contract. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to be able to work with that person. I'm going to be able to go to that spot, country, place, city. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to do all the shit I want to do, and you can too, because God said so already. God literally already said yes. So, you know, shout out to y'all, you feel me? Shout out to my random trip to the dentist this morning and the random conversation I had. But yeah, like, you know, if anybody was feeling uninspired today, because it's a little gloomy where I'm at right now. But if anybody was feeling a little uninspired today, that's the message. Like, you feel me? God already said yes. God gave you that delusion. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I rock with y'all. I guess I could say like and subscribe. You feel me? Ooh, that feels good. Like and subscribe. But yeah, I'm out.